Hey, 944 guys. So talk was yesterday on 944 no spam on the Facebook page, which if you're not a member of already, you should be now. 944 no spam on Facebook. Ton of help on that thing, including me. They're having a hard time getting the clutch fork cross shaft out. I've got this one most of the way out. Got the bell housing sitting vertically, you guys. But remember, when it's installed in the car, our engines are installed at 30 degrees over, okay? So here is the clutch shaft most of the way out. I'm going to show you a really expensive, hard to get tool. It's 2 bolts welded together. That's all it is, okay? 8mm goes in the end of the cross shaft, and then a slide hammer goes on the end of that. Just so you need to match that second bolt to whatever slide hammer you have. This is a little Harbor Freight, 3-pound, whatever, slide hammer. I use this for pulling the cross shafts on the clutch fork, and I use this for pulling the pilot bearing on the back of the engine when it's installed in the car. A little bit different scenario there, but that can be done. So it's a nice handy little tool. You should get one of those things. For the pilot bearing, I use this in conjunction with a blind hole bearing puller, they call it. So I wanted to mention to you that one of the things that makes this difficult is because this goes through 4 holes, right? It goes into that one hole right there. There's another seat on the inside. On the inside you can't see. Then there's 2 bearings in the clutch fork itself, right? So when this thing is sitting here with your cup inside the side hole for the slave, you can actually watch it. When you pull the shaft out so far, it'll come out of this bearing right here, and then all of a sudden the clutch fork will tilt like that. It'll fall a little bit, okay? That makes it bind. So it's a real good idea to reach right in here while you're pulling on that thing, and I usually just get my finger in there and center it, recenter it in the hole to make that the clutch fork line up true with the shaft of the clutch fork here, okay? So once it comes out of one bearing, you need to straighten it up so it slides out the rest of the way. If that fails, I mean, if you still can't get it out, you don't have anything else to do, it's not your #1 recommended, let me get a tool, process, but there's a way that you can get in the other side, all right? Lined up with that hole right there on that side, there's a nice hole right here on this side. So if you have to, you can reach right in here, and you come around the other side of me and film the inside of that guy. You see? If you have to, you can take a long, skinny screwdriver. Watch out for your little detent there, set thing, and you can push the cross shaft out that way. Okay, it's pretty stout metal. It's not like some metals in the car, like the drive shaft, the crank shaft, which are incredibly soft. Believe it or not, this is a pretty rugged piece of steel right here. So you can, if you have to resort to that, you can reach right in that hole and help knock it out that way. The biggest problem, though, that I found is that once you get the first half of the bearing seat out, the clutch fork falls a little bit and kinks. So that should go a long way towards helping you get that out. Get yourself a slide hammer, and you can just make a tool like this to adapt to whatever slide rule you have. And that's an 8mm, regular threaded 8mm. Yeah, regular threaded 8mm. Flat face goes out for your 10mm set screw once you get that thing back in place. And that's all you really need to know about that, man. I hope that helps you get the cross shaft out easier next time you have to go through that battle, all right? Have fun with your 944.